there, fight fans! I'm absolutely thrilled to share some incredible stories with you today. You know what really touched my heart recently? I came across this beautiful video on social media that just shows the amazing impact our fighters can have on people's lives. It's about how Khabib, yes, the Eagle himself, changed an American woman and her son's life in the most remarkable way. But wait, that's not all. We've got some serious heat building up between Ilia Topuria and Khabib's team. And get this, Islam Makhachev has actually agreed to fight Ilia, but there's a catch.
Так что пусть переходит, заслуживает свой шанс, и мы поделимся.
Oh, and you won't believe what Paddy Pimblett had to say about Ilia Topuria. He really didn't hold back. And of course, in true Conor McGregor fashion, he's made another wild move that's got everyone talking. Let me tell you about this touching story that really moved me. There's this Muslim woman who shared something incredible about Khabib. You know, despite all his fame and success, Khabib has always stayed true to himself, humble, respectful, and devoted to his faith. It's honestly inspiring. This American woman and her son were so moved by his strong values and the way he carries himself both in and outside the octagon that it led them on an amazing journey. They were so inspired that they started learning about Islam, and eventually they converted. They specifically pointed to Khabib's character as what influenced them.
My sister in Florida, Sister Elizabeth, she lives in Florida. She says her whole life she liked watching UFC. An American lady, you know, they love it. She was so touched by Khabib when he saw, like, the way he treats people, the way he talks. She said when he won in UFC, he was just Alhamdulillah. You know, she said that touched her heart so much. As a Christian lady.
Christian?
Yeah, she was Christian before, apparently. She says the first time she even thought that Islam is good was Khabib. And then her son became Muslim 1 year after that. She was so upset. She was like, oh my God, my son is Muslim now. And then she researches and everything, she becomes Muslim 1 year after. But she says it all started with Khabib watching him in UFC fight. She says for the first time, she said, okay, these people are not terrorists. These people are good. Look at Khabib, he's the most gentleman, you know, subhanAllah.
Alhamdulillah.
And
It's very fantastic because I have.
I just got it too, subhanAllah. I will tell her to, inshallah, send you, and I will ask her to send her story, inshallah.
You know what really strikes me about this story? It shows us something powerful, how someone's authentic character can bridge any cultural or religious gaps. Khabib's influence goes way beyond just fighting. It's about who he is as a person, and that's what truly makes an impact. But let's talk about something interesting. Khabib's career choices. Many people feel he left too soon, that he could have achieved even more and maybe even rewritten UFC history. But you know what? Khabib has zero regrets. He's always maintained that his retirement was about keeping a promise to his mother, and he stood firm on that decision. Instead of fighting, he's chosen to mentor his brothers and other fighters, helping them reach their full potential. But here's something fascinating. Even the Eagle has things he looks back on with some regret. He admitted he only watches his old fights now, completely avoiding his old interviews and press conferences. I think he realizes that some of the things he did back then were just part of the business side of things. If he were fighting today, he probably wouldn't engage in insulting opponents or trash talk. We all know he's probably thinking about those heated exchanges with McGregor. But let's think about this. What if Khabib had lost to McGregor that night? His legacy would be completely different. You know what's interesting? In a recent interview with MMA Fighting, Khabib's cousin, Bellator lightweight champ Usman Nurmagomedov, shared something pretty revealing about McGregor.
What did you make of that? Like, it's so weird that he's like attacking Paul Hughes for being respectful towards you and your family.
I don't know, brother. Maybe because of Khabib kick his ass. He won a revanche, but he have to believe with this all his life, and his kids have to believe with this all his life. When his kids will grow, like when his kids will 18 or 12, people will say, hey, your father was try do some of the crazy stuff, but some guy from mountain, from Dagestan, come to America and kick your father ass. And that's it. That's why he cannot sleep even.
Now let's talk about the heat that's building up. Ilia Topuria is really stirring things up with Khabib's team. He's found a clever way to push their buttons by declaring John Jones as the GOAT instead of Khabib.
Who's like your top 3 fighters of all time?
The first one has to be Jon Jones. You have to give the credit to that man, because to me it's too fun when I see people comparing him with the Dagestani guys, even with Khabib, with Islam or that. All the respect to all the champions, but for example, Khabib, he has how many? 14, 15 fights in the UFC. Jon Jones have 15 title defenses.
Jon Jones has transcended eras in the UFC. He's been around since like George St. Pierre, like exactly. Everyone else is retired.
Exactly.
He's still going.
I don't know. For me, he's the number one.
You can see what Topuria is doing here, right? He's so eager to get that fight with Islam Makhachev that he's playing this smart game. Without throwing direct insults, he's trying to get under their skin, hoping Islam will say, "This guy's talking too much, I need to shut him up." Now, not everyone's happy with what Topuria said, but let's be real. This is all part of the fight game. Here's what's really interesting. Islam Makhachev recently sat down with Match TV and laid out exactly what Topuria needs to do to get that fight. According to Makhachev, Topuria's got 2 choices: either clean out his current division completely or move up to lightweight and earn his shot by beating top contenders. Listen to what Makhachev said, and this is pretty spicy. "I heard he's having trouble making weight in his division, probably enjoying the good life a bit too much and put on some fat. If he wants to move up, that's fine, but he's got to leave that belt behind and switch divisions. But don't expect me to just hand him a chance. He's only defended his title once in his weight class. There are other fighters he should have faced. If he can't make the weight anymore, fine, move up. He'll get his chance and will definitely fight."
Вот так вот, когда заходишь в гости, чемпион UFC. Так, и смотрите, кто у нас? Ислам Макхачев Волконовский. Вот так вот.
Oh, and you should hear what Paddy Pimblett had to say about Topuria. He didn't mince words at all, calling him out and making it very clear that there's a significant size difference between them. Paddy's message was crystal clear. If Topuria wants to step up to lightweight, he'll be right there waiting.
Okay, Ilya's a midget, you know what I mean? People don't understand how much bigger I am than Ilya. Like, I'm so much bigger than him. People don't realise. I'd love to do a stare down with him, just so everyone could see how much bigger I actually am than him. Don't get me wrong, he's very good, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna, just because I don't like him, doesn't mean I'm gonna sit here and lie. He's a very good fighter, he is. But I also think he got fast-tracked to the belt because Volk had cleared the featherweight division out already. I think he got fast-tracked to the belt. He'd only beat Bryce Mitchell and Josh Emmett and got a title shot. He's talking about coming up to lightweight when he's only had 1 title defense. Like, I think you need to defend the belt at least 3 times if you want to fight for the belt in the division above. But if he wants to come to lightweight, I'm here waiting. You know what I mean? I'll be there to welcome him. I don't think anyone else in the division has got more of a claim to welcome him to the division than I have. You know what I mean? He tried to steal it on me. So I'd love to have a fair fight with him and kick him all over the gaff.
Do you think we'll see Topuria and him get together? There's been talks about that. I know you said you think Topuria might have a shot at throwing him if Topuria does move up to 155.
He definitely does have a shot. Like I said to Shmo, like I think from 45 to 170, Topuria has the power and the skills to knock anybody out. His timing, his rhythm, his power is incredible. But the size difference with Islam's wrestling is, I've never seen Topuria in person. Obviously, I fought Islam. He's a big guy. You know, Islam can't make 45. I know they say Topuria might walk around 190 outside of fights and stuff, but I just think Islam is just too much. But what, I don't know. But like I said, if Topuria does connect, he can put anybody out.
I mean, he put Max out. We never thought we'd see Max get
exactly.
Put out,
yeah.
I hope Ilya goes up to 55. I don't care if he only defended the title 1 time.
Henry, I have to agree with Joe Rogan. If he wants to move up 100%, I support it. Now, does he defeat someone like Islam Makhachev? Because people aren't paying attention of what Ilya Topuria is doing. He wants to be on that top spot, pound for pound. I think he's on top 3 right now, 100%. He knows this is his path to get there. Why not take off the pound for pound? So I support it. Let him try. And I'm having a joy watching Islam defend this title. Of course, make that shut up.
If I had my choice, of course, Ilya, fight Islam Makhachev. Do I believe Ilya could beat Islam? No. But if you ain't trying, the key is actually trying to attempt this. And if Ilya's is able to go up a weight class, beat the pound for pound, then he automatically becomes the pound for pound.
Well, you just said Islam will beat him. I would lean towards that too, but he's definitely gonna lose that fight. I can't say that because of the way he shocked us twice.
Now let me tell you about Conor McGregor's latest move outside the cage, and this is fascinating. He's just signed an all-girl music group called Sweet Love to his label, Greenback Records.
Ladies and gentlemen, an amazing day for Greenback Records. I'm super proud and excited to announce the signing of the biggest girl band since the Spice Girls. Introducing Sweet Love. Woo! Over here, we have the beautiful Venice. Hey guys! We have the beautiful Honey. Hi! Gorgeous Jasmine. Hey! And gorgeous May. Hi! We have new music coming soon, real soon. Stay tuned and follow us on @SweetLove. Woo! Let's go, Sweet Love! Woo! Let's go, Greenback Records! Sweet Love to the top!
You know what makes this really interesting? The Spice Girls were absolute phenomena, selling over 100 million CDs and completely reshaping pop culture. But if there's one thing we know about Conor, it's that confidence is never in short supply. And with his business know-how, Sweet Love might just be the next big thing.
Doesn't feel like you and me. Heartbreak anniversary.
Here's some exciting news from the boxing world. Alexander Usyk has just revealed his plans for the grand finale of his amazing career. He's announced that he's got 2 more fights left in him, and get this, he wants his final showdown to be against none other than Alex Pereira. Now that would be something special.
Alex Pereira, maybe. Why not?
Now, I just heard you say that you think you've only got 2 fights left in your career, so I guess that rules out a return to cruiserweight. In an ideal world, who are those 2 fights for Alexander Usyk?
First, it's who win next fight in 22 February. But next maybe show fight with Alex Pereira. Maybe. Why not? Alex wanna.
That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video...
Well, fight fans, that brings us to the end of today's stories. I've absolutely loved sharing all these amazing moments with you. If you enjoyed hearing about these incredible stories as much as I enjoyed telling them, please show some love by hitting that like button and joining our family by subscribing to the channel. Your support means the world to us. The way this community comes together to share in these moments, the triumphs, the controversies, and everything in between. It's truly special. Thank you all for being part of this journey. We're incredibly grateful for each and every one of you.